Middle East now, they're trying to figure this out. High-stakes diplomacy now. Anthony Blinken meeting with top Israeli officials in a push to try and finalize some sort of ceasefire and hostage deal. It's being called maybe the last chance. Retired four-star General Jack Keane, Fox News senior strategic analyst. And, sir, great to have you on today. We've been trying to follow this throughout the week, and here's my question. Is there a deal to be had, or is this simply a delay for this week?
Well, there's certainly always a potential for a deal when negotiations are taking place. The United States really has led these negotiations with Egypt, Israel, and Qatar. Hamas did not participate in the negotiations, though they were talking through a third party. And what has happened over the weekend, as it has happened for the last many months, Bill, Hamas has rejected the deal. They are opposed to the Israelis occupying what's referred to as the Philadelphia Corridor. It's the border between Gaza and Egypt, where they discovered all of these smuggling tunnels that go from the Sinai Desert into Gaza, move weapons and ammunition. And the Israelis certainly are not going to give that up, given they have discovered that in the last few months. Second, the Rafah Gate is the gate between Gaza and Egypt. Egyptians maintain their side. Hamas used to maintain the Gazan side. What the Israelis want, let the Palestinian Authority, not Hamas, run that gate, but they want to supervise it. Hamas rejects that. The Israelis also want to draw a line between north and south that goes from east to west across Gaza, so they can conduct security checks of Gazans moving north, in particular, also to the south. Hamas rejects that, wants no part of it. And what Hamas really wants, Bill, they want the Israelis out of Gaza entirely. Yep. And they also want to see in the deal a permanent ceasefire. I think these are intractable things for Israel. I think a deal is unlikely moving forward, despite the optimism that the administration has.
Well, my feeling was they want to push this thing past the convention and make sure that Iran does not strike. That's just the gut sense that I had a week ago. I still feel that way today. Here is the vice president and the sitting president on Sunday, General, on this topic.
Any update on a ceasefire, sir? Still underway. Not giving up.
I will not speak for him, but I will tell you that these conversations are ongoing, and we are not giving up, and we are going to continue to work very hard on this. We got to get a ceasefire, and we got to get those hostages out.
So Netanyahu is saying this, General. There are areas where we can show flexibility. There are areas where we cannot show flexibility, and we are standing firm on them. One of the major demands from Hamas, as you point out, is get the IDF out of Gaza. That's not going to happen, is it?
No, I don't see how Netanyahu could do that at all. I mean, right now, so our audience understands, there's thousands of Gazan fighters that still have the capability to form effective organizations. A lot of them belong to units that were partially destroyed, but Hamas is capable of regrouping and rearming these organizations. And the IDF wants to stay on top of that. If they walked out of Gaza and left these thousands of fighters there with their principal leaders still alive, I think we all know what's going to happen. They will declare victory, rearm, regroup, and then reattack at a time of their convenience. That is a prospect that I don't know how Netanyahu and his war cabinet and the people could possibly accept.
General, thanks for coming on. Jack Keane with a Monday update. Much appreciated, sir. We'll talk later in the week. Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.